Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, can you see me and can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
All right, that's nice. And welcome to our first lesson. And this is about IELTS speaking, lesson number
Mm-hmm.
36. And I am teacher Avi. All right. So,
Hello.
hi. All right. So, did you eat your breakfast already? It's almost lunch now.
No,
No?
no, I neither eat breakfast nor lunch.
Okay, so you haven't eaten your breakfast nor you haven't eaten your lunch yet. Okay, so you
Yes.
are not hungry?
Uh, I drink some water before. I think
uh,
it can make some effort.
okay, only a few water. Why not you can
Yes.
also drink a bottle of milk or a glass of milk?
I drink hot water.
Ah, okay. It's
Hot
all
water. Yes.
hot water. I think it's more
Mm-hmm.
better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's have this lesson starts. And are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we have here part one. Now in this first part, I'd like to ask you some question about yourself. So, what I'm always telling you, Nancy, that you should be mindful about the time that your teacher is giving you in terms of speaking. Because in real IELTS test, you need only to speak for 1 minute and you need to consume that, okay? So now you need to practice how to speak for 1 minute that has already the context of the answer, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's practice. Number one, were you patient when you were young?
I think when I was young, I did things very patient.
Really?
Mm,
In what
I
way?
I remember I remembered I used to like painting or doing something difficult, and I could spend 2 to 3 hours to paint, which was hard for other children to do it.
Wow,
So I
right.
think yes, I drink lot of pictures, and was or my teacher was was like so much.
Uh-huh. Your teacher is really surprised about your patient
Yes,
that you have.
yes.
Okay. I am also surprised that you can do those things. All right. So, how about you? Are you less or more patient when you are angry?
I think when I am get something in when something get into trouble, I mm, firstly I will not mm, make myself angry because I think mm, because I got into the habit of being patient when something mm, wrong happened, mm, and I will take a deep breath first and mm, to to focus on something to make myself calm down, and in this way, mm, I think I can cancel this better. I can
Okay.
deal with it better.
Mm-hmm. You have less temper, so you can be more patient already when
Yes,
you are
yes,
angry, right? Okay.
yes.
How do you feel when other people are not patient? How do you feel about it?
I think it's hard to. hard to say. Mm, People who are not patient is good or is bad, and I think different people have different personality.
Mhm.
And in my opinion, when I think it depends on the mm, mm, depends on the way they deal with different things. I think it's very important. And when people mm, mm, when people uh when people doing things without impatient, I think mm, mm, I think it's not big deal because they maybe have something in mind and they maybe wanted to release their emotions. It release their strong emotional, I think, and
Mhm. Strong
maybe
emotion.
after their temper after having their angry temper, mm, they will mm, they will make everything go well, and it's just it just like chill out and they wanted to relax, I think.
Mhm. Okay, I see. Very good. Thank you so much for your perspective about that, or for your opinion sharing, or for sharing to me your opinion. Okay, well, for me, yes, I think there are different kinds of attitude or personality that people has, and in terms of patient we have different level of patience, right? Some
Mm-hmm.
are low, some are high, so it depends to the person, it depends to their personality and their perspective in life, right? Okay, well, let's go to the next page. Nancy, now this part is I want you to practice your speaking, okay, for 1 minute. Because in real IELTS, you need only to speak for for allotted time, which is only for 1 minute. So you will talk only for 1 minute, and I will also would like you to prepare your um your answer for 1 minute. So describe a film you would like to share with your friends. Like for example, I am your friend and you will tell me a film that you really like, and you can say when you watch it, where you watch it, and whether you like it or not, and why you want to share it with me or with your friends. Okay? So
Mm.
the time for preparation is will start now. So I want you, Nancy, to compose. Okay. Please compose for 1 minute for speaking. Practice it. Okay. So that in real IELTS you can pass the allotted time frame. Okay. So prepare yourself, and I will tell you if it is finished. The time is finished already. You need to think how you will say your answer in a fastest way and clear way. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm. I
So,
am going to talk about
oh wait, and that the time is not yet started. Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay. All right, so it's finished for preparation time. Now I would like to tell you or ask you a question. What film or describe me a film that would you share with your friends? Okay, so your time will start now.
and now I'm going to talk about a classical film called Loving Vincent. Caught my fancy when I saw it a couple of years ago because it was not only produced by more than 100 painters around the world, but also allowed me to have a better and deeper understanding of the great artist Van Gogh. And and I wanted to share it with my friends because mm, in, I wanted to let them see different cultures in different ways, and in this way, more this intelligent the talent patterns needed to be memorable in this way, and more and more young people mm, mm, should have a way to show their love loving and their thankful to this great artist, I think. And my people
All
around
right,
me
it's time now.
is
Okay.
okay.
All right. So I think you prepare it or you say it on a proper way. When I say
Yes,
proper way, you consume the time and you stated your answer very well. You explained to me when did you watch it, where did you watch it, and you like it. And why do you want to share it with me or with your friends? So I think you consume the 1 minute in a proper way, and it's very good for me. Only I noticed some sentences or some grammar that you need to say correctly sometimes. So you need to say people love it, love, or you can
people love it.
okay, and also you can say better understanding, better understanding.
Better understanding.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So always practice this time, okay, in your classes. So let's have this one. Part 1, discuss topic. What kind of film are popular in these days?
Well, I think it's hard to say. Mm,
mm,
what kinds of movies are popular because different people have different views and
mm,
different mm,
likes.
different hobbies. I
Mm-hmm.
think, mm, and in my mind there are many mm, sorts of movies like action, drama, horror, and animation and
Love
romantic loving.
story.
And I think
Mm.
and I think love story and and horror and action is my best. I think I think so because
Okay, you can say
um
those movies are the best for me, not my best, okay?
yes, oh, okay,
Okay, it's
those
the best
movies
for
are the
me.
best for me. Let me write down those movies. Okay, those movies are the best for me um because I think the plot is what the plot are very interesting um, and very attractive to me, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, and and which I can have a better have a better understanding of the culture, customer, and lifestyle in this way. And what's more, mm,
Mm-hmm.
and what's more, I think uh, according to the youngest,
Mm-hmm.
they may likely to follow the latest trend. I think so, like fashion. So I think they may be um, to want to say something new or something create or something fresh for them, and and maybe it's a good way to develop media
Mm-hmm.
develop films on through medium. I think it's a good way because it's very convenient for us to say in this way, and um, using the high tech like um, 3D, 3D,
Mm-hmm.
3D films,
Mm-hmm.
um, 3D films development more more youngers were likely to enter to buy some tickets and enter into the films,
Cinema.
enter into cinema. I
Mm.
think so.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing your perspective or your views for this question. Number one, very good. However, you can also say in this way, this is my answer, okay? So, listen to me when I'm answering this question. Like, for example, what kind of film are popular? Well, these days we have different types of viewers.
Mhm.
We have adults, we have children, and we have millennials. So those three kinds of viewers, they have different likes in terms of films or movies. Um, it differs in, their likes. Like for example, millennials aging 15 to 30 years old, they like adventure, or we can say um love stories, and for them it is very interesting. On that age, it's varies love stories and fiction also, because it is kind of interesting. However, to the old people, like for example 30 to 40 to 50 years old, they would like action films or related to history, because they can relate and they can get some information that are interesting too. Okay, so I think it differs to their ages and to the views of different type of different variation of watching people or watchers, right? So it depends,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you can
I
also you
think
can
it. Can you spell differ? Uh, can
differs.
can you spell differ? Yes, differs to their ages
Mm-hmm.
and what?
Differs.
Okay, differs.
Mm.
Differs to their ages and
Oh, sorry. I think the translation is wrong. So differ to. Okay, let's try to answer this number two question.
differs. Okay, and
Do you
personality.
prefer people choose to watch movie in cinema than people did in the past? Do you like watching movies or film in a cinema, Nancy?
Um, I think, um, I think, I usually, um, I usually, I usually spend a lot of time, um,
Mm-hmm.
at home and see the films. When I was, um, when I when I when the weekends before the weekend and when the weekend is coming, I usually, um, prefer to cinema to watch movies with my parents,
Mm-hmm.
as well as my family members, because I think, um, okay, because I think people in the past, do people choose it at which movies? Mm,
Do do fever do fewer people choose to watch movies in cinema than people did in the past? Like for example, people are watching cinemas before. They like watching in the cinemas before in the past, because they don't have computers or they don't have smartphones. But now,
mhm,
since people right now have computers, laptops, or smartphone, they can watch films or they can watch movies in house or in the house if they have free time, right? So before,
mm,
fewer people chooses to watch people in the cinema, or it's they can watch they can watch films in the cinema. They like watching in the cinema because they don't have smartphone, they don't have internet. However, right now, since we have high tech technology, we can watch films in our free time, right? In our leisure time,
mhm,
right?
mm. I think I understand.
Okay, can you try to watch question 3 for me, Nancy, do you think cinemas will disappear in the future? What is your opinion about that one?
Well, to be honest, I think there will be more cinemas in the future than now because
Mhm.
I mm, because mm, in because I think mm, the old the uh mm, the young is most of the youngest who is the most largest mm, consumers that spend money on the cinemas. Mm, neither than the old people. So I think there may be a large potential mm, consumers among the youngest and the little child. I think so. And I mean because mm, with the development of media on the medios on the media, mm, although although they can see they can see some films on some on TV or on some on big screen TVs or on some uh mobile phones. They may want to get a better experience.
Mm,
At the present, I think it's very mm, it will make people feel more exciting and will make feel real. I think and and this was now cannot replace by the social media. I think and when when there uh when there are a lot of um, people see films with you, maybe I think when people see films alone, we are likely to see such movies together with a lot of people
mm,
because they will feel a kind of safety and a more wanted to um, see some um, films they wanted to challenge like horrible films or some adventure films they wanted
exactly.
to try.
Mm. Okay, thank you so much, Nancy, for that. However, I want you to say this proportion. You used
Per
proportion earlier.
proportion.
You say
Can you
there are,
spell it?
yeah, proportion. I send it
Proportion.
to you. There are
Okay.
there are a
Proportion.
lot of younger p- proportion
There are a lot of younger
portion viewer.
proportion.
Okay, so you can say there are a lot of younger proportion
Okay.
viewer that we have this day. So I think watching in a cinema or cinemas won't be replaced. Okay. So this is only the correction that I noticed earlier. Okay, so there are a lot of younger proportion viewer that we have these days. So I think watching in a cinema or cinemas won't be replaced by social medias. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Okay, I know it.
Okay.
Or cinema.
All right, Nancy. So overall, well, you did a very great job. However, practicing always
Yes.
maintain practicing that allotted 1 minute for you to speak. And eventually you will be used to it, okay? Just practice it every classes and I know that you can develop or you can do it on, on IELTS test. Okay. So for today, Nancy, teacher will say goodbye, and I will take my lunch, and you need to take your lunch now. Okay.
My lunch and my breakfast
Yeah,
together.
definitely. So please do take your lunch and breakfast, and teacher will do the same too.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. Have a
See you.
good time. Have a good day. Bye bye.
You too. Goodbye, Nancy.